Hi traders, welcome to Quick Tips for thinkorswim. I'm Connie Hill, Senior Manager, Trading and Derivatives here at Schwab. Today's quick tip is how to customize your monitor tab. What we discuss is for information and educational purposes only. Don't consider it a recommendation. Options carry a high level of risk and are not suitable for all investors. Now I've got my paper money thinkorswim open here. This is the one that we've been customizing over the last few weeks. And you can see that I have 4 positions here, 2 stock positions of 100 shares each. Then I have something going on with Apple, something with Intel. Now, this isn't customizing at all, it's just more functionality. If you want to see what is in each of those, click on that double arrow down and it expands everything so we can see a little bit deeper inside. So up here at the top, we have a short put vertical, and we have here a long option out into December, and we can see the number of days left on those option strategies before those options expire. And I'm just going to click that twice, kind of take it back to the view that we were looking for. Now, if you're interested in adding some additional data, we can do that. And so right here we see the columns that we could possibly configure, starting with quantity over to mark change. P&L open, P&L day, and BP effect will always be there. We can't get rid of them or change them. So what we're going to do, we're going to click on this gear, and that will allow us to do something here. I like all of these, so we're going to leave them here. But what we're going to add here is, actually, let's do a percent change, which is right there. And then we're going to add a column here called net lick, which essentially means net liquidation. Aside from fees and commissions, if we liquidated this position, how much cash would that free up? So there's our net lick. Another thing we're going to add here is P and L. I'll get rid of the N. P and L percent. And I'm going to put that down there. So it'll also show us what is the percentage gain or loss on this trade up to this point. And then the last thing that we're going to add in these columns is going to be a send to, which is a link within the system, which I have been using, send it to one red. So that if I, for example, wanted to see a chart or have the ticker symbol filled in for me automatically, if I've got this color, and it could be any one of these colors, okay, I just stick with red, then we could select on it and go to, say, a chart and see it there. So for example, here I'm going to click on the one red on Apple. I'm going to move over to the chart. You're going to see I have the number 1 in a red box already sitting here. And so it immediately brought over Apple's chart. So that allows you to just have some quick access with just a quick click of the mouse. Now let's suppose we wanted to organize these trades here. I'm going to come over to my menu action item. It's the dot and the dash 3 times, and we're going to select group symbols by, and I'm going to choose spreads. You can sort them by other types. You could do sectors, you could do based on accounts if you've got multiple accounts. I'm going to choose spreads here because I do have some options in here. I'm going to choose stock, and I'm going to choose single because that's for our long option. I'm going to choose vertical. That's for our short put vertical. And suppose I just wanted to see them organized in that manner. I'll go ahead and select OK. And you can see it's quickly broken them up into these groups. Now what you're going to notice is, dang, all those columns that we added, that we customized, are not here. We would have to go and add it for each section. Okay, so let's come down here to the bottom, and let's go ahead. We'll put in, again, percent change, net lick, and then we also wanted to see here the send to, so that's number 1. And then also you can change these positions as well, wherever you might want them to be. In fact, I'm going to move my send to number 1. I'm going to put it right here by the quantity. All right, I'm going to select OK. And then you can see, all right, these have been added. Now, this is important and helpful because there might be times when maybe for your spreads, you want different columns to show that might be different from your stock trades. Okay, so that is why that might be useful to you. Now, suppose that is that organization, you say you like it, but it's not 100% complete. Well, let's maybe do something else here. For this, I want to make sure that I am looking at just the account that we're working in, okay? I had it set up here to sum to all accounts, but right now I'm just going to change that to the margin account. And let's suppose we wanted to put in some categories that were a little bit different than just the spreads. We could create that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here to Intel. I'm going to do a right mouse click, and I'm going to say move to group, and then I'm going to add a group. I don't have any special groups that I've added yet that are my own custom ones. So I'm going to add a group. We're going to put in the name of this group, and I'm going to call this earnings trades, which are very specific to earnings season. Maybe I want to keep track of some stocks that are doing that. And so, for example, here on my single on Intel, we have it showing that it goes in the earnings trades, and we could put other ones in there. Now, if you don't want this showing single and you just want all your earnings trades, we'd go back and change that. We'd come over here, we'd click on the gear. Oh, not the gear, I apologize. The action menu, and the action menu we want is going to be here that aligns with earnings trades and single. So we're going to come down here and we're going to choose group symbols by. We're going to go back to spreads, and I'm going to uncheck single. Okay, just because I don't want it listed in there with my earnings trades, because I could have different types of earnings trades and it kind of takes up a little bit of room. So now we have just put it in a general category of earnings trades. And if I wanted to move any of these other positions over to there, I could. We can simply do right mouse click, move to group, and now we see our earnings plays or trades listed there as a category. Very good. This just gives you some ideas of what you might consider doing as you're working with your monitor tab and some customizations that you might consider doing to it. So explore on your own paper money account and see what you come up with.